Good morning. This is Richard Barcia. It's a pleasure being able to do these classes. There is a class online when you go to CityPark Foundation, Play and then Senior Fitness. You'll see a class that's there. So anytime you want to do one, you got it. And with this program, it's the next 6 weeks, and each week we're going to add a little something. We'll still have the basic class, but we'll try to see little progression in the poses. So without any other thing to say, let's begin. Let's come to a comfortable seated position. Sometimes it feels good to sit on a block. It helps to raise the spine. And then bring the shoulders up and back and down. Keeping the head level. If comfortable, gently close the eyes. And bring the thumb and the forefinger together into Chin Mudra. And either rest the hands on the knees or the thighs with the palms up or down. Beginning to think of the body as connected. And then very slowly come to your breath. Take a Tadasana. This is a one inhalation in and a slightly longer exhale. And as you're doing this breath, think of the exhale as maybe a little bit longer, just extending it. Take one more of these. Extend the exhale. We'll do a second breath called Tadasana, which is the 3-part breath. A little more, takes a little more time to get this, but just get that feeling of the first breath moving toward the abdomen, the second breath toward the chest, and a third breath, letting the collarbones rise. And as you exhale from the top, through the center, letting the abdomen go back toward the spine. This is a foundation breath in yoga. Begin to think of this as the body as a pitcher or a vessel, filling it from the bottom to the middle, letting the collarbones rise, and exhaling from the top, through the middle, and emptying, letting the abdomen go back. Take 3 or 4 of these breaths, and begin to think of the breath during our practice. See if you can use the breath in some of our asanas or poses. Just letting the breath become part of the asana. After the next exhale, bring the breath back to normal. And we'll begin our class with 1 Om. An Om is just a sound, a vibration. Inhaling. As you open the eyes, bring the hands out in front of you, splay the fingers, and interlace them, turn the palms away from you, and let the arms go a little further away, and then bring the shoulders in. So just feel this length as all of the arms. And then inhale the arms overhead. Let the palms reach a little higher. And as you release the hands, let the right hand drop to the mat. Bend the elbow and bring the straight left arm over the ear. Breathe into the left side. Inhale as we come up and come to the opposite side. Inhale the arms straight out to the sides. Reach first through the fingers. Then let the left hand come to the right knee. Bring the right fingertips behind you. Remember that your turns are always from the abdomen. So begin to lift first. And then turn the abdomen over the right shoulder. Next exhale, come back to center and come to the left. Inhale the arms straight out, and then bring them behind the back. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms away from you so they're facing the wall or whatever's behind you, and let the hands come off the back, even just an inch or two. Open the chest and take 3 of those breaths, either the breath awareness or the 3-part breath. And after the 3rd exhale, bring the arms overhead and a very gentle forward bend. Just letting the head drop. Inhaling the hands back to the legs. Take a good deep cleansing breath in. And a long exhale. And then slowly come to all fours. Bring the hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Splay out the fingers, have a good base. And then begin your cat-cow. Start by exhaling. As you exhale, let the head come between the arms, raising the shoulders slightly. Inhaling, dropping the tailbone and looking up. Exhale, rounding. Pressing a little into the palms. Inhale as you come up. Continue this movement. Rounding. And inhaling. Exhale. And inhale. And then bring the head neutral, just looking at the hands. Inhale the left leg back, curl the toes under, and extend through the left heel. Feel that length. And then inhale the leg to hip height. And for balancing, look at the left hand and inhale the right arm out. Only if it's comfortable, come back and take the foot. Otherwise, hold the position, breathing into the length of the body. Then release the hand and the knee. Take a breath. And inhale the right leg back. First, curl the toes under. Extend through the heel. Feel the length. Then inhale the hip height. And look at the right hand and extend the left arm out. And again, come back and take the foot if that's a good option for you. Otherwise, hold the position. And then slowly lower the hand and the knee. Take a breath. Separate the knees toward the edge of the mat. Walk the hands to the front and come to an extended child's pose or Balasana. And feel that you can come into this pose anytime during the class. If your head doesn't come comfortably to the mat, use the block or a pillow. And then take a moment here to let the buttocks go back a little bit more toward the heels. Get a little more length through the thighs and just let go. Then slowly coming back to all fours. Bring the knees a little closer together, curl the toes under, and push the buttocks up. Coming to our first inverted V. Take a breath. Drop the knees back to the mat. Take another breath here. And then come up again. And then either just stand up or walk the feet forward or the hands back. Bend the knees and let the body just fall over the front. Dangle the arms. And then bring the hands toward the elbows. And let that little extra weight. Still keeping the knees bent, but letting the head drop a little bit more. And then as you let the hands go, slowly stacking the vertebrae as you come up. And come toward the front of the mat. Have the feet a few inches apart. Bring the toes up, spread the toes down. Feel a good base. Feel the hips coming down, with the spine lifting, crown of the head. Bring the arms, maybe the palms facing out at first. Open the chest. And then let the palms come back to the thighs. And come into this Tadasana, or mountain pose. Planted, but lifted. And you'll get this feeling of this planting and lifting in the next thing we do, the sun salutation. But you'll also feel this in the standing poses. This planting through the hips and the raising up through the spine. We'll do 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar, the sun salutation. The first round will go through the movement, and the second will add some variations. And again, the variations, just do what feels comfortable. If you want to do more or less, please do that. Inhale and exhale the palms to the heart. Inhale the arms out, up. Gentle arch. Exhale, hinge from the hips, coming forward and down, bending knees. Shake the head yes and no. As you bring the fingers to the mat, inhale the left leg back. You have the knee on or off the mat. Most of us have the knee down. Exhale the legs together behind you. Come up to the V if that's comfortable. Let the knees drop as you inhale, chest and chin. Same breath. Come up to a baby cobra. Next exhale, push into the palms. Come back to all fours. Curl the toes under, come up. Then as you bend the knees, bring the left foot between the hands. Exhale the right foot to meet the left. Bend the knees a little deeper. Inhale the arms straight out to the sides. And reverse swan dive as you come up. Arch back. Exhale the palms to the heart. Take a deep breath. And release. Shake out the hands, shake out the feet. Back to the Tadasana, planting the feet. Take a moment. Inhale and exhale the palms to the heart. Inhale the arms out, up. This time don't reach back. Reach a little higher and come over to your right. And as you come over to your right, plant the left foot. And then exhale as you come back to center, come to the left. Exhale to center, again lifting. Exhale, hinge from the hips, coming forward and down. Shake the head yes and no. As you bend the knees, inhale the right leg back. Again, the knee can be on or off the mat. And then bring the hands to the thigh. Open up the left hand to the thumb and the forefinger and bring it into your hip point. Let the hip drop slightly. Let the spine lift. This may be where you want to stay. If you're comfortable here, release the arms and come into Anjayasana, monkey pose. Yes, exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, open the chest, take another breath. Then as you release the hands, let the right hand drop to the mat and inhale the left arm overhead. Thinking those fingers in the left hand, reaching a little higher. Exhaling the left hand back to the mat, take a breath. And then exhale the legs together behind you and come up to the V if that's comfortable. Exhale the knees to the mat, walk the hands a little forward, chest and chin. Same breath, baby cobra. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths. So first, release the feet. And bring them close together. And if it's comfortable here, let the palms come up, breathing toward the upper chest, or you can interlace them behind you. Then let the hands go. And walk them forward. Now the awareness comes more toward the center of the spine. Let the crown of the head lift slightly and look over the right shoulder. Exhale to center, look over the left. And exhale, come back to center. If you have any lower spine, lower back issues, stay here. If comfortable in the lower spine, splay out the fingers and plant them. And with the next inhale, let the elbows come up. Breathe into the lower spine. Then lower the elbows and bring the arms straight out in front of you. Inhale the right arm up and the left leg. You let the head stay on the mat or raise the chin. Exhale, release. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Right arm again. And release. Left arm. And release. You can do another round with one arm and one leg, or with the next inhale, raise the arms, legs, and head. And release. Take a breath. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. And come back to all fours. And if comfortable, coming up to the V. As you drop the knees, inhale the right foot between the hands. And come to the thigh. Open the right hand to the side and let the hip drop, let the spine lift. And if comfortable, inhale into Untitled. Releasing the hands behind the back. Open the chest, take a breath. You release the left hand to the mat. Inhale the right arm overhead. Exhaling the hand back to the mat. Take a breath. Next exhale, bring the legs together in front of you. Bend the knees. Inhale the arms alongside the ears as you come up. Arch back. Exhale the palms to the heart. Take a deep breath. And release. Shake out the hands, shake out the feet. And then come to the middle of the mat. Have the feet a few inches apart. And we'll do 3 standing poses. Remember, in the standing poses, you're planting from the hips and you're lengthening from the spine. It doesn't matter how deeply you come into the pose, get the movement of the body. So bring the legs out. You can bring your arms out just to get a feeling where the wrist and the ankle is. Maybe won't be that far apart, but just give you an idea. Then bring the hands to the hips. Point the right foot to the right. Inhale the arms overhead. Bring the arms level. The shoulders drop just slightly. And begin to bend the right knee. Coming into Virabhadrasana 2, or warrior pose. And then bring the right toes up and plant them down gently. So you're not lunging forward, you're steady. Maybe turn the palms over for a moment, give them a little rub, and then turn them down again. Reaching through the fingers, feel the length, then look over the right hand. And then either keeping the right leg bent or straightening the leg, but Let the left hand drop to the mat, to the thigh. Turn the right palm around and look at it. And inhale it into a reverse warrior. Come back to the warrior for a breath. And release. Shake the shoulders. Bring the hands back to the hips. The hips are still level. Inhale the arms overhead. Coming level again. Let the shoulders drop just slightly. Inhale your hip a little to the left. Extend the right hand. And bring the right hand to the straight right leg, wherever it comes to, and extend the left arm into Trikonasana, or triangle. Again, how deeply you come into the pose is up to you, but no strains, just gently coming in, more concerned with your breath, breathing regularly and steady. And then take this upper arm, just bring it behind your back, and let this left shoulder open. Bring it back up, even an inch. Breathe into that opening, and then extend the arm back up. And then slowly coming up, and release. Bringing the feet back to center. Bring the arms to the side. Just give yourself some shakes side to side, keeping the spine loose. And then separating the legs again. Inhaling the arms overhead. The arms level. Point the left foot to the left. And come into the warrior. And again, the idea is planting and lifting, and let the left toes come up and spread them out. Turn the palms over for a moment, give them a shake, and then turn them down again. Let the left hand drop to the thigh. Turn the other palm over and overhead. And come back to the warrior just for a breath. And release the arms. Shake out the shoulders and bring the hands back to the hips. Hips are still level. Inhale the arms overhead. Again, coming level, shoulders drop. Inhale a little to the right, extend out, and come to the triangle. Bring the right hand behind the back. Open the right shoulder just slightly. Inhale the right arm back up. Breathe into this opening you've created. And the next breath coming up. And release the arms. Shake the shoulders. Point now both feet forward. Bring the hands to the hips. You may want to spread the legs a little further. We're going to come into something for an inversion. All an inversion means is that your head comes below the waist. So think of this as our version today of a shoulder stand. We're getting same benefits without the shoulder stand. And it's called Pavita, Tadasana, or an extended forward bend. So plant the hips, come up through the spine, gently arch back. Then with the next exhale, slowly coming forward, pushing the buttocks back, curving the spine a little bit more, then releasing the hands to the legs or to the mat. And just breathing into the leg. If you need to bend the knees a little, bend the knees. And then slowly walk the hands over to the right leg. And if comfortable, inhale the right arm up and we'll go over the shoulder. Coming back to center, coming over to the left. Coming back to center, bringing the feet a little closer together. Bring the hands back to the hips, and now bending the knees for sure. Slowly coming up. Bringing the legs together. Coming to Namaste. May the divine light in you meet the divine light in me. And then lay down on the mat. Separate the arms, separate the legs, have the palms facing up. Shake the head gently side to side. And come into a very brief, unfortunately, Tadasana, a rest pose. And maybe take a moment here to think of yourself outside right now. Maybe either with the sun shining down or under a tree, like we would have at Carl Schurz or Williamsbridge Oval, or any park that you go to. Take a minute or two just to feel that body just sinking slightly into the ground, letting go. Then take the strap or belt. Bring it around your right foot. Have the left leg extended, or you can bend the left knee. And then bring the right leg up. Bend the knee and straighten the leg. Begin thinking of the breath toward the right thigh, right knee. And then take the strap and bring it toward the front of the foot. If that feels okay, and let the heel extend. Just feeling more length along the back of the leg. And then bending the right knee, bring the forehead toward the knee. And then slowly coming up, bring the strap into the right hand. Bring the left arm off to the left and look toward it. And then bring the right leg over to the right. And only come down as far as comfortable. Breathing into the right thigh, Inhale the leg up. Exchange hands. Bring the right arm off. And then bring the right leg over the left. Not concerned about the hip coming off the mat. But thinking maybe of keeping the right leg straight. So it doesn't matter how far down it comes. Just breathe into this extension through the hip. Slowly coming up. Bring the strap back to both hands. You can deepen your stretch. And then slowly lowering the leg. Bring your strap around the left foot. Shake out the right leg. And inhale the left leg up. Bend the knee and straighten the leg. If comfortable, bring the strap toward the ball of the foot and let the heel extend. Bend the left knee, bring the forehead toward the knee. Inhale the leg up and the strap to the left hand. Bring the right arm off to the right and bring the left leg to the left. Inhale the leg up, exchange hands, and cross the leg over. Inhale as we come up. Bring the strap back to both hands. You can deepen your stretch. And slowly lower to the mat. Strap off to the side. Inhale the arms overhead. Reaching from the fingers to the toes, long body. And then bring the knees up. Bring the arms around the knees, a few small circles to the right and left. Drop the right foot to the mat. Bring the left ankle over the right knee. And then bring the right foot up. Bring the hands either to the front or of the leg or to the thigh. And breathe into the left leg. Exchange legs. And then bring both feet down near the buttocks, the knees pointed up, hands alongside the body, palms facing down. And we'll do a longer version of a bridge. We're going to come up and down 4 times. Each time we come up a little bit higher. Think of it, the person who designed this called it a wave. So think of the Barbara Brano. Think of this as a wave. Each time we come up a little bit higher. So as you plant the palms, with the next inhale, just come up a couple of inches. Take a breath. And slowly releasing the spine back to the mat. Breathing toward the shoulders and the spine. With the next inhale, coming up 4 to 6 inches. Keeping the knees fairly close together. And with the exhale, slowly coming down. Next, come up 6 to 10. A little more weight now on the shoulders. Breathe into the opening in the chest. And with the exhale, slowly releasing down. The next inhale, come up to your full expression. Let the buttocks lift. Comfortable, you can bring the hands under the buttocks and interlace the fingers. Open the chest a little bit more. Take a few more breaths. Maybe come up a little higher, pushing into the feet. And then slowly releasing the spine. Bringing the knees up again. A few circles. And then bring the hands under the thighs and just sit up or rock. And just sit forward first. And then bring the feet together. And very gently butterfly the thighs. And leave the left leg where it is. Bring the right leg out in front of you. If your left knee is off the mat, use the block. Not thinking too much about this right now. Our awareness is on the right leg. So bring the right big toe back. And as we prepare for Tadasana, called the head to knee pose, remembering it doesn't matter how far down you come, just get the feeling of the body lifting first and letting go with the breath. Letting a long exhale, let you release. Inhale the arms overhead, reach a little higher, and then with the long exhale, hinging over the right leg. If you need to bend the right knee a little, do that. Otherwise, keep the leg straight and let go. The body wants to move, it'll move with your breath. No need to push. Next inhale, bring the hands over the extended leg, slowly coming up. Good stretch, and release. Shake out the legs. Use the block, bring to the other side, bring the right knee up. Bring the right knee off to the side. And as you look at the left big toe, inhale the arms overhead, and the long exhale as you let go. And again, use the breath as you come forward. Inhaling the hands over the extended leg as we come up. Bring the other leg out, and we'll come into a very brief Matsuyasana over both legs. Inhaling, coming forward and up, and release. Take a breath. We'll come into Matsuyasana, Matsuyasana, spinal twist. Again, as you make these turns, think of the abdomen. So bring the left knee into the chest. Some of us do this with bent knee. If that's part of your practice, please feel free to do that. Take the left knee, bring it over. Come a little higher first. Leave the right hand where it is. Left hand fairly close to the back. Keep the shoulder up. Inhale as we lift. And begin our turn, looking over the left shoulder. And again, very steady breath. Inhale as you come back to center, cross stretch. And release. Shake out the left leg. Bring the right knee into the chest. Cross over. Both hands to the forward knee. Let the body lift first. Leave the left hand where it is. Right hand fairly close. Come a little higher. And look over the right shoulder. Exhale into center, cross stretch, and release. Shake out the legs. And we'll do one pose for the abdomen before we do our mudra toward the end of the class. Let's bring the knees up. And remember, just do this as much as comfortable. Bring the hands under the thighs. And for a lot of us, just bringing the feet up is a good way to get a little balance and also good for the abdomen. If it's comfortable, you can extend the legs out or release the hands. And then slowly coming down. You rub the abdomen a little. Give the legs a pat. And then come to a comfortable seated position. The mudra is our seal. Let's take our practice with us. So bring the hands behind the back. Take the dominant wrist with the index finger and the thumb, or the middle finger and the thumb, behind the back. If comfortable, close the eyes. The next inhale, let the crown of the head lift. And the long exhale as you hinge forward and very gently let go. And keeping the awareness within yourself, slowly coming up, releasing the hands back to the knees and the thighs, to mudra, taking a moment just to feel the body, feel how you felt an hour ago or so, if you feel any different, or maybe not, but just feel like we're here, even though we're separated, we're still together. We'll take one breath, one Om. If you wish, bow to the light and the teacher within each of us. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you to be the teacher. And I'm sure we'll see each other again very soon.
Namaste.
Namaste.